all come on a united front,
and
it'll be
talk to
better.
Kevin. Okay, so are you, first of all, in agreement that you think that, like, you agree with us in the sense that you think that last week what happened, the target was going to be Kevin. It was just an easy out. And if he did not win, he would have gone home. And if there was a replacement nominee, it would have been you. It was only Cindy because of her words came out.
Absolutely.
You agree with that, right?
Absolutely.
You think that's the case?
Absolutely.
If Kevin sticks with these guys, he will be on the bottom of that totem pole. Whereas, you know, from day one, even that first conversation we had in the second day, we said bring Kevin in.
Because they mentioned specifically your guys' names and Kevin's name. Like, he didn't mention your name to me because he's smarter than that, but he said you and Kevin.
Yeah.
And
Kevin knows.
Kevin
and
knows
what
that.
actually,
I know, but like if Kevin like believes them, like Kevin's gonna get fucked in the ass by them. And
I don't think he does.
okay, and here's the thing. Now, because of Cindy's big mouth, they have been able to put on a front saying that, oh, these girls are talking about an all-guys alliance, and it doesn't exist, so they're crazy. So their whole cover, now they have a whole cover, because now he had an easy, Bobby got an easy out because Kevin won, he got to put up Cindy.
Yeah.
and Greg knows exactly what we were talking about, like how Greg has, like, two guys obviously on his hip every fucking second.
That was so blatant.
And tell me that what was said, and I don't know if Kevin was emotional or mistaken or whatever, like why he thinks he heard. What was said was that we needed to win the veto to take Brittany down so that God went up or someone, you know, that's what we were fucking talking about.
Yeah.
Like, if it was like a female-male thing and we were actually going against Kevin, we wouldn't have ever even, that's what Cindy was talking about. Cindy was like, we have to win the veto, take Brittany down, so that we wouldn't have to vote out either of those people.
I think Kevin knows that we didn't want him gone either way. But so now this is the divider, you know what I mean? Like, this is the game point. Like, who he decides to put up, it's it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if he doesn't pick those guys, that means it's like, that's the divide.
And then
If
he's
he
playing the
stays
game
strong with us, like, we can get JP and Zach, and like, or we don't even have to get them at this point, because it's kind of like,
I think we need them.
okay, and we will have them.
But we could have the girls too, for sure.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, those guys are a solid set, and like,
Exactly. And that's the difference. Like, Kevin has you. And us, if he goes this way, if not, it's definitely, we know for a fact.
Greg, did you hear today's comments about Kevin? That needs to be put in his head. They're like, Kevin's fucking smart. Kevin has almost won every competition.
And he wasn't here, so we have to all remind him.
That, because that's what has a strong player. So let's get Naeha. Kevin is the next on the list.
Absolutely.
I will tell you right
He
now.
notices, he's talked shit about or told everybody when Kevin's getting up and when Kevin's coming down here at night. He's noticing everybody.
Bathroom conversation. Do you think he's worried about Pilar and Kevin? Tell him he's watching them.
Yeah.
If we are with Kevin, and also I had the opportunity today to choose Kevin to put him on the thing. I didn't choose him, so maybe he probably saw that.
Yeah.
But this is gonna make or break the game.
Absolutely.
If we get Kevin, and you guys know I'm a machine in every comp. I will protect you guys, like everyone, whoever I can, and I'm out for blood.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
out for
ready to
blood.
play now too.
Yeah, I'm out for blood. I made it very apparent that I'm out for blood.
Yeah.
I said to, I love what I said to God. I said, let's dance. That's gonna be there. It's on. It's game on.
It's on.
And like I just wanna. I know Kev. We just have to get it to him, and like.
I'll talk to him.
Because you know that you're not with them.
I 100% know I'm not with them.
If I go, you're next.
Oh, it's you and I up against each other. That's what's gonna end up happening. It's gonna be, if he gets HOH next week, one of them.
Yeah.
You and I go on the walk together.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
We can, and Kevin, like, I honestly, like, I don't know, I didn't think I said this before, but with Kevin, like, I can't read him, but this is what I can read. There's been instances where we've had in group discussions where people have said some fucked up shit, like that God comment with the cat, and like, I didn't laugh at that comment.
No.
Kevin
Kevin
was
didn't
upset,
laugh.
and like, I feel like this guy is like, like when I find that there's something wrong, like when something, he feels the same way. Like, I mean, I haven't been able to talk to him about that, but like,
Yeah.
I can tell he's like a really good person.
Yeah.
And
I think you need to talk to him. That's G, right?
huh? It's okay.
I can hear. When I talked to him, I asked him.
We should go over there.
Oh yeah, no one can see us now.
Let's go. So 2 days ago, when I talked to him, and we were sitting over here by the pool, we were studying, going over dates, because he's not good at these kind of things.
Yeah.
Like, he literally, yes.
He took me out. Asshole. I'm kidding. Yeah.
And I said to him, we were going over dates or whatever, and I said to him, who do you trust in here? And he says, he says, you, of course, B, Sarah, Zach. He said, that's all he said. I didn't press him for anything more, but that was super telling to me
Perfect. That's good.
where
Yeah.
he stands.
If he can come with us, I will tell you this is going to change the game.
Absolutely.
And Bobby, or I always call you Bobby, Johnny. I think.
I don't think you have to worry. You're not selling this to me.
No,
I'm
I know.
sold.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But what I'm saying is that Canada,
Love us. They must.
I know they love us. I know they love us because you two are my number ones. And I don't want to say that I think they love me, but I think they love me. And I think just based on today, like I felt it.
100%.
I felt it. And like and even Zach I said in a long convo with Zach, I know he'll be with us. I'm the underdog.
Absolutely.
I'm the fucking underdog in this game right now.
Absolutely.
I feel like my back has been against the wall.
From day one.
From day one.
He called you out
From day one, they called me out. They said, you're a strong player from day one. I knew that. I also will tell you this. I'll tell you guys what I did. Those nominations came out. I nominated Cindy and I nominated Godfrey on the first night. And I'll tell you my reasoning. I said, listen, Cindy seems like she's a little out there. I think she'd get some votes. Godfrey seems he's a little out there. I think he'd get some votes. And the only reason I'm voting for them is not a personal thing that I felt that they were a threat or they were something, but it's because I want to up their votes in the event that my name is up there. It was a smart move, a strategic move that I made. But I'm telling you right now, if it came down to Arissa saying, okay, Cindy won the veto, Cindy doesn't pick the next person in line, I'm telling you, I would have been on the block. I truly felt that I'm a target. Just based on my appearance that day, I just, I'm a target, I think. I just think that, I felt that. I seriously think that I had to work to make sure that I was not on the block this week. It could have been, instead of Cindy, it could have been me. They were pushing for me. I worked my ass off to make sure that I wasn't on the block. I've had my back against the
I've
wall.
been pushing you for day one. And
Every single day, I've been
Absolutely.
working for this. This week can change the game because they are taking us out one by one.
And we're playing Greg's game.
We're playing his game.
And
He's a
if that comes
tyrant.
out, and he's a
He is a tyrant.
100%.
He
I
is
knew from day
treating
one.
us like bullshit.
The balloon thing, the dividing up like what everybody's eating, what everybody's doing. It's his way or the highway, and that's going to be the entire fucking check.
He really likes you. He really feels like you're.
And that's what I want Naeha to do. He, for whatever reason, and I've been like, especially today, because like I knew that like ever since that we were targets and that your name was coming up more than my name, so I was like just been buddy up with him and trying to like talk shit, and hopefully like because Johnny was just like he likes you, and hopefully like I can fucking try to, what's the word, like anticipate their fucking moves by what they're gonna say to me.
Today was so blatantly obvious.
Oh.
They were stressing during this HOH. You should have seen it. I was watching their faces.
Absolutely.
Walking over there. All four of them. Bobby is with them. 100%.
100%. What an idiot, though. Why would he? I mean, we're busted.
It's okay. We can talk. We're friends. Oh, it's our
I just
boy.
God, scared me. Cool.
What's up?
I love you, Zach. Same thing. Just chatting.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro.
Your mind's at 150 right now, hey Nick?
I'm game on. We're game on because
Like,
we know.
I know I'm at
Yeah.
their target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in his
And so
crosshairs.
I just went over everything that I went over with you, we're
With
gonna
them.
pitch it with these guys. Or we're on the same page. We know that if this week is the divider.
Yeah. It's JB.
Parhar, perfect. Let's bring up Parhar up to date here, and let's see what Parhar thinks.
All right, what's up?
Is the door closed?
Yeah, I'll go close it.
And if we hear that noise again, if someone
Your
comes
water's
out,
here. That's what I
let's
brought
start
down.
talking about camera gate.
About what?
Camera gate.
Camera gate.
I don't understand.
Camera gate. If we hear the door open, start talking about the camera, the broken camera, how crazy it was.
It's just good to have a conversation to jump into.
And make sure your mics are all good.
Okay.
Called okay. Bad.
Okay.
Oh,
This is great.
So, let me just bring you up to speed. I'm obviously worried
Right.
that I'm going on the block.
Yeah.
He's
Sure.
also worried that he's going on the block.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
No, I
even
don't
though
It's
Kevin won't put him up, but we're together, or whatever is what Godfrey or Greg or whatever is saying.
They're
I'm all-
convinced that
that
her
we're-
and
Right.
they've been saying that for weeks.
That's what
Either
they told
way.
me. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm
Yeah,
like, hey,
okay.
there's no, like, Greg's like, yeah, I saw them talking once.
I'm
For
telling
sure,
you, he
what
saw
they
yeah,
did.
that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he saw them like walking
Fuck
around.
Daddy, but
No. I had a dream last night, and Nate and Johnny voted me out. So I'm going after them.
fucking psycho. He's psycho.
Yeah. So obviously,
No, he's used to having his way too, right? Like after all that, it makes perfect fucking sense. He
And-
coaches people, he
and
coaches
he
kids
sees-
and tells them what to do.
and he sees that. I think he sees me
Not
as
that all coaches.
a type of person that doesn't take his shit, because I'm not like feeding into his bullshit. Anyways, obviously I'm a target. I know that. It was clear today. It's been clear from day one. Anyway, so the thing is that we are aware that there is an alliance between Greg, Godfrey, Bruno, and Bobby.
Okay.
Okay, that's our opinion. I don't know
Just
if
based
you-
on observation? or-
based on observation, based on many instances,
Okay.
based on last week's nominations. I don't think that it was just.
That was the scapegoat.
I don't think that it was just the first two that dropped. I think it was very beneficial that Kevin dropped second. It worked out. I feel that if Kevin did not win the veto, Johnny would go on the block, or myself. The whole Cindy little incident that occurred just was ammo for them. It worked out into their advantage because in the event that Kevin did win, they could just be like, yeah, like these girls are talking smack. There is no guys alliance. We don't have this plan. Everything just really, really worked out for them
Right.
in that sense. So now they can go to Kevin and be like, yeah, like, you weren't a target. It was just blah, blah. Always Bobby is talking to them all the time. Like, if you were observing, I don't know if you were during this HOH competition, after they're all walking away together, talking. Obviously, we all know that Bruno, Greg, and Godfrey are together 100%.
Yeah.
Bobby, I will guarantee you, you'll go home in 3 months and you'll watch and see that he is with them 100%. I've walked in on conversations with those four. Anyways, so it just kind of worked out last week.
It makes sense.
And
Totally
when
makes
someone is just like, I don't talk anything with anybody, blah, blah, blah.
This
You
is
know
Big
they're
Brother.
lying.
That's the one.
This is Big Brother. Bobby, you're telling me you don't think at all who you're going to put up? What the fuck are you doing here, bro?
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
why
Sorry.
It makes sense. It makes sense. No, it makes. You think about it. How many times in the past 48 hours has Greg said, yo, I have no alliance with anyone. I have no alliance with anyone.
You're making
I have
alliances
no
with
alliance
everyone.
No, but the fact that he needs to keep saying it,
Exactly.
same thing. Same with Bobby. Oh, I'm never talking with anyone. I'm never talking with anyone.
Seconds before we all come out here to win HOH, what does Bobby say? Oh, just so everybody knows, none of you.
Yeah.
The camera
was
like,
actually
it was
ridiculous.
actually
No, the
like-
camera is, no, it's so crazy.
Are
Did
they?
you find it? Did you find it?
I swear. One more thing I must say. I've said this to you before.
Does this show up on the screen, the Power Veto?
Did it?
think
I don't
so.
know, let me check.
No, it's Willow.
Let me check.
How can you power V? There's no nominations.
It's just Willow.
Did anybody watch Big Brother?
She said diamond power.
Did anybody watch Big Brother?
Is it a veto?
Andy Heron?
Yeah.
What was Andy Heron's game?
What did it say? Parhar went in. He would've-
To be in every single conversation. Her.
Oh my god. Andy Heron. Andy Heron, 110%. Andy Heron.
That's what.
Who? Who's Andy? Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's up, Kev?
What's up, Kev?
What's up, Kevin?
How's a burger, bud?
Oh, there's still burgers?
Does anyone want half of this?
It's like a veggie one,
I just brushed my
right?
teeth.
I
as
want
much
to eat
as
nuts.
Could you
Is it
imagine if we had the Barbie?
That'd be sick.
Is it
Right
good?
now? I want to go for a swim.
I mean, I'd rather have beef than mushroom, but
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks cold.
Is there mayo?
How you feeling, Kev? Yeah.
I was feeling emotionally like shitty about like what I said to Cindy.
You shouldn't, because you didn't
But I
say
mean, I'm
anything
over it.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just said she's a loudmouth, which is truth.
What do you mean? You said what?
And it's so in my rehearsal, I'm like, I vote for the talkative Cindy with an S or whatever, and I did my.
I was just joking because I thought you all had diamond powered beaters.
We
You're
do.
insane.
We know.
What?
But in the
We do.
actual live,
They're in
thing,
our
I was so
pool.
caught
It's all
up in
good.
emotion.
I'm sorry, guys.
I
Yeah, well,
vote
it's
for
all
the.
good, Will.
I was like, I vote for the loudmouth Cindy, and I did my like.
But you didn't vote.
Yeah, I
did?
did vote.
Oh, we know you're the HOH
And,
now.
and as soon as I said, it, I was like, oh my god, that's like so at such bad taste.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like
That's
just with
okay.
what
What's up?
happened last season,
Yeah.
like the derogatory comments towards women.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
you didn't say she's a you bitch. Like you didn't do anything like that. It's not bad. Kev, you got nothing
Yeah.
to worry about that.
Honestly, Kevin, like
The fact that you're
I just told Johnny this. I'm like, sometimes like when I look at you, I'm just like amazed, just because like okay, so that cat conversation, like everyone was laughing, and I was looking at your face. I wasn't laughing, and I was looking at
Yeah.
your face,
What
and you were
cat
like in
conversation?
it's such disgust.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's just in so much like no, because like it's like a really like I don't know, like I thought that was like really messed up.
Yeah. Oh, it's 100%.
And like
No,
this
like,
guy
and-
had a straight face. Like no, not like I mean it was kind of like everyone was laughing. It was kind of funny, but it was like
No.
mortifying.
No,
to
I
me.
was
And-
I was sick to my stomach.
And the only person
Yeah.
that like well, not
I
saying that everyone else
totally-
was laughing, but this guy had no response on his face, and I was just like, wow, because like I don't know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you,
No,
I said to
no,
you, you understand
yeah.
what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that.
I was more just mad because I was like, that's.
Like I was like
That's what
mortified.
you think of. Like, do you know what I mean? I was like, those.
Like that's a life, and fuck, I don't even. I'm like just so like creeped out by
It's
that.
just like
But
talking about
anyways,
smashing and stuff, and I was like, this is why I don't want to
Super uncomfortable.
date people.
Date me.
Yeah.
Date me.
JP, I don't think you'd be just smashing and
No.
trying to kill my cat.
No. Yeah, probably not.
Oh,
Like, you know what I mean?
oh, and
Like,
then-
if Godfrey said
So-
this outside of here, I would lose it on
I
you.
know, but you
Obviously.
can't,
Right?
Yeah.
Like we've said multiple
So,
times,
hey,
it's not
feeders,
about like what you say,
you
it's
better be
about how you
tweeting.
say it. Like
And
loudmouth
I'm
is
sorry,
not
you
a
can't be
derogatory
doing that to
word.
cats.
It's like
Yeah.
good job.
I love
Good
cats. I
job.
love dogs.
People
You know
just
what I
the
mean?
comment
I hope
I
so,
use.
I think she would own that.
Oh, like yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like friends, family,
But no, I
who's
gotta
like,
work.
who's like cut yourself and
Yeah,
yeah,
and
And I
Zach
know
will
you
love
probably
you.
agree. I really
I
liked
couldn't even
Cindy.
think that
I
was
think she's a
such
fantastic
line
person. I
crossing.
think
And
everybody
listen,
here
it
is
took,
a
I almost
fantastic
bawled.
person.
It took a lot for me, and I was like, it's just
So
God.
it's
It's
like-
just God.
Absolutely.
He's not a real person. He's not a real person.
Yes.
And
But
when
I was
you
like,
treated,
I
like, you know, you
was
treated
like,
her
I was
with
like, that's how God
respect
sees
and,
me.
You know, I don't think she'll take it
Absolutely.
to heart.
Yeah, so I got over it though.
Yeah.
It was like thinking about it for a while.
Listen. I've called her a loudmouth before in there. I said I was like, she's a know-it-all, and I was like, she just talks about herself all the time.
We're gonna see so many
Yeah, so many
things
times.
after the show that like you have nothing. Like that'll be very minuscule compared to what's already been said. Johnny and I, I'm sure, can attest to that from stuff we've said in the DR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's part of her charm and
was just-
adorability that she,
Sorry. Fuck. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
right? It's part of what makes her, to
Sorry.
me,
Sorry,
adorable
brother.
and hilarious, you know, and endearing.
No, she's a great character to have.
No, she's a good character. Yeah.
Like I'm a
absolutely.
loudmouth.
She's
for sure.
someone that.
Oh, I am too.
She's someone that Canada would very likely vote back into this
Sounds good,
house.
buddy.
100%.
I'm hungry.
What is there a
I'm
lot?
gonna get some
Is there
nuts
more
before
burgers
we're
or
back.
not?
I'm gonna
or
eat something.
nuts?
I'm
I gotta
gonna-
go to
I should eat before.
Is the lights
I
off?
can't eat tomorrow.
Oh,
I
yeah.
leave and I get a half an hour
Okay,
again.
so we can go right to bed then. whenever.
We woke up, Peely. We woke up everybody for just being idiots.
What are you
Good
eating?
job, Willow.
I'm sorry.
I'm just get some. I just.
Is it bad if I
I
like
didn't even move. You're like,
swig some of these bottle bottoms?
Our bed's ready whenever. So our bed's as soon as
You
we
what?
walk in.
I'm like,
His
it's
wish?
just Willow.
The one that
okay.
when you walk in,
Around.
not named
Yeah.
Jack.
Oh,
the
okay.
one that- Yeah. Cindy.
Yeah, there was a bunch of
stuff.
stuff on it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you did?
Yeah, I
I
moved
didn't,
it.
yeah.
I put it by her
Come
shoes.
here.
That's sweet.
Me?
I
Yeah.
thought she might when she went up there.
Come on.
Zach, are we fighting again? We fight. Do you guys notice how much we fight?
Yeah, it's a
You guys are
lot.
fighting?
When Zach actually like breaks it off with Willow, I think Willow might die.
Oh, it's not happening. She's not taking her for an answer.
No.
Like, I'm kind of scared, actually. Because, like, I think, as much as it's a joke, I think Willow loves him. I can't tell.
No, she doesn't.
I can't tell.
No, she doesn't.
I can't tell.
She's just kidding around.
Okay, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, like, I'm
And
joking
she's just
with
picking him because he's like,
Any of us.
Captain Canada.
yeah, exactly. But because really, in real life, like she said multiple times, that's not her type at all.
Okay.
She said multiple times that you are her type.
I know,
When you're
but
not
I'm
around.
but I'm too young.
I just had to pull Willow. It's a distractor.
No
He's
twist.
gonna come and tell you all
Okay.
what she's got going
You're
on.
the best.
I already know, so I just
Thanks,
so
Steve.
you guys can talk.
Appreciate that. Okay, so. Okay, so so there's this, so that's basically it though? That's just like, you guys observe that. That makes sense to me.
Super parent.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I mean, I've been hearing my name from the start too.
Mhm.
That like I was a target.
Yeah, Zach seems to be-
Zachary knows.
Zach seems to be distracted.
Sorry?
Zach seems to be distracted. So just,
So what I'm saying is, those four guys are together.
yeah.
We can come together.
Mm-hmm.
And
Zach,
you're
you,
Yeah.
you know we love you guys.
Yep. We love you guys.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And pitch to
Kev.
Kev, stay with us. We don't even have to come out in the open.
As long as-
all he has to do is not put us on the block,
Yeah.
or me on the block.
Yeah.
Well, preferably all of us.
Oh, no, obviously, but I'm saying you guys don't seem to be the targets. And if he goes for them, we can get out those big guys.
we have his
Bobby-
back, like a big
Bobby
group
is
of
someone-
people. That's all he needs to
Bobby
do.
is someone we have a very hard time getting rid
Of
of.
course, he's gonna end it this
Today?
way through the whole game. That's his
Today?
favorite person.
Yeah.
Today he said, I have a photograph of
Yeah,
Marie.
he's an idiot. He said on the thing, the endurance thing, he said, oh, I could stay up there, I could have stayed up there for 8 hours. Why would you say that? Then today, he's like, oh, I have a photograph of Marie. I know all of it. Like, he was saying to me. And like,
He backpedals on the bench. He's like, I don't know the answers to any of these
yeah,
questions.
no, but he realized, like,
And
he's not a good game player.
me-
He's good at the comps, but that's it.
And I think me in this game,
But if we don't get him out soon enough, he could, like, and
And-
with 3 other people,
okay.
they can just win and win and win.
Here's
and
the
we're
thing too. Here's the thing too. Okay, statistically, the back door in Big Brother Canada has never failed. It has never failed, and the back door, the best time to use the back door is now when there's a lot
The
of
best way we can do it,
to
Phyllis?
pull chips so that he doesn't play. Because if we wait too long at the back door, we're gonna miss the opportunity
Right,
because
but
there's
exactly.
fewer people.
Especially
but
now
before we
because-
get there, the issue at hand is that we don't know where Kevin stands, and we need to approach him with a scenario. This week, the line is drawn, essentially.
No, but Kevin is like a super fan, so that type of argument will stick
Right, I
with
understand.
Kevin.
But the point is that I'm not saying for you and Zach to say, oh, we're with these guys. You don't need to do that.
Okay.
What
we need the votes.
You just need to support us and be with us when we approach Kevin
And
and be
I'm
like,
in. I'm in.
and be like, this can work. We can get rid of these tyrants who are.
I don't want to be in the house with people like that.
No.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
get rid of
Neither
these
do I.
tyrants
Yeah.
who are trying to hustle us.
Yeah. And you know what, Nate? I think that's the best way to go because Zach is cool with all those guys, and I hate all of those guys. But I've been kissing their ass every single day because I
Me
know
too.
because I know
Yeah.
that I need them to trust me in order for them to think that I'm cool with them. And I'm not. I hate them. I hate Greg. I want him gone so bad. But to his face, I'm like, oh yeah, this is what you need to do
I'm
for
like,
comp.
oh, yeah.
Too.
Like, oh,
This
yeah,
morning, he's cool with us. Oh,
Yeah,
we're good.
pound it out.
In the event, because you're scared that if
Lies
we won
right to your
HOH.
face this morning. Lies right to your face.
Oh,
I've
I know.
never said you're
So-
not.
I
know
said,
you know.
I said okay, and my plan this week was to, I'll tell you this, if I won HOH, I would have put up Bruno and Bobby,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't give a fuck. Win the veto, don't win the veto. That guy's getting backdoored or Bobby's going home.
No,
I
but
don't care.
Bobby has to
Bobby
see
has
the
to go
back
home.
door. Bobby has
Yeah,
to
so
see the
here's-
back door.
here- yeah,
So
so-
put up, and the good thing is like we can pretend to Bobby that we don't, you know what I mean? We can put up these two of these guys and pretend, oh yeah, Bobby, you're good, you're cool,
Sarah,
and then
100%. Because if you think about it, think about last week's veto, okay? Think about Kevin, how hard he fought to win the veto because he knew if he didn't win the veto, he is going home.
Exactly.
even if, okay, we don't, Bobby doesn't grow up. Say with Bruno and Greg, or God and Greg, whatever it ends up being. Bobby thinks, okay, good, I'm safe.
Exactly.
Even if Bobby is paid, there's something inherently in your mind that makes you go that much harder if you think you're going home. So that is the key, is not getting scared, and then we back going and take
And
him out.
Bobby's the type too who, if he doesn't think he needs the veto, he's not going to win. He's
Exactly.
Mr. I don't want
So,
blood on my hands.
so we're getting really ahead of ourselves. There's 2 points I need to
Okay, let's hear it.
set home.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Yep.
First and foremost, if we can unite and approach him together,
Yeah, but these are things
No,
we're going to approach
I
him
know,
with as well.
yeah.
That's we're
Yes,
just
we know.
brainstorming.
and that's what they said about Cindy.
What?
What's happening?
What's up?
No, Dax is like, I think he just thinks he can play with me a lot.
Do you want me,
But I don't care.
Do you want me to play with you?
You guys should have heard, like, we were talking in the bathroom and JP would just jump in, like, and no one was listening to him, though. Like,
No.
Zach's like, yeah, like, well, I don't know if I can do this anymore or whatever. And JP's like, I can do this. I can do whatever you want. Like, I can.
Zach said to you?
Yeah.
It's okay. I got peanut butter.
No, but he's always like, come with me. Come over here. And I'm like, no. He just thinks, like, I'm his dog. No.
Well, you did call yourself a mutt.
I love you.
I can be a mutt for sure.
You're hilarious.
Anyway, I want to just say goodnight to everyone. Night.
Love you.
I had so much fun.
Oh, thanks, Willow. Good night.
Hi, guys.
Good night. Love you.
Love you. See you guys real soon.
See you tomorrow.
Know it.
Okay,
Hey,
guys. Okay, so
This is what I think about it. Just joking.
okay, guys. So now,
you believe that?
now I'm using my secret power veto to get rid of
I will
Willow.
lose it if one of you have a secret power
We're
veto.
backdooring
Do you
Willow
have
this
one?
week.
Yeah, has one for sure. That's why she can't even be around me.
Oh my god, you're ridiculous, Mel.
All right. Good night, Willow.
we
Love
put it-
you.
Willow, I put it in our pool.
You did. She'll never see me.
You're very stealth. So anyway, back to our conversation. Are there any other non-copyrighted songs? Anthems?
I thought there was
Well,
tons.
I thought I thought Happy Birthday wasn't, but apparently it is.
That
so.
is. Okay.
And then
I think Old King Wenceslas, is that Old King Wenceslas? Is that how you say it? The Christmas Carol? It's on The Simpsons when Homer tried writing a Christmas he tried singing carols. One of the, you know, the token lawyer guy. He's like,
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can't use that. The only songs you can sing are Old King Wenceslas and something else. And Homer's like, oh, and then he writes his own Christmas Carol. And I think it was in a newer episode. And then I think
And it does well.
And it does. Well, isn't it? It's like something about Ned Flanders. It was like, I hate stupid Flanders. Something about that.
You know, this
I can't
vaguely rings a
remember.
bell, but
Yeah,
I can't.
remember. Okay. I don't know. But no, this makes sense. It's good. Zach and I are good with the guys. We can be a mole. And we can give you guys information. You know what I mean? And then we can know what they're thinking. Be 3 steps ahead.
I've tried to do that with Greg too.
What's up, Kev?
It's hard to bite your tongue.
Did you find a good burger again? No?
Just some cheese and bread.
Cheese bread?
cheese and bread.
Yeah. Healthiest diet ever.
That's super cute.
Thanks, buddy. Here too.
That must be a newer episode because I've never seen it.
It was a really new. Yeah, it was like, came out in like 2006, I think.
I'm super
2007.
excited to see your HOH room.
There are other
And your letter, I'm gonna
uncopyrighted
literally
songs
bowl
though.
that. Is that
There
Like
are.
I'm
If
sure
you
there's
start crying,
tons, right?
I'm done.
There has to be. We
Because
just have to figure out what they are.
Yeah, people
I'm a
sell
major
them to the
sympathy
public
cry about
domain.
everything. So.
I meant to like look up a list before we left, but
Didn't have a
as we
chance.
know, we Didn't have much time?
No. Very true. Very,
I can't
very
believe.
true.
So, Kev, we sang "O Canada," and then we sang the American national anthem, and we didn't get a "Don't Stop Singing," and then we started singing the Canadian one in French,
And
but like
Stop
doing our
that.
best, and we got to stop that right away because I think we were
saying
butchering
wrong.
it.
Yeah.
That's
And-
amazing.
It is good that they were like, we don't want to piss off French people.
House guests, please stop talking about production.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm just saying, don't sing the French national anthem song.
I wasn't gonna bust out that anytime soon.
God. I sobered up quickly. And this
Yeah, you
Advil's
did.
working.
Yeah, Johnny, that was
The shower did it for me.
The shower. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
good.
then this Advil's really working.
Good.
So.
Good.
I love how, like, I'm exhausted at 5, but then when bedtime comes,
And not even close. I'm gonna check the time because I think I might head.
I'm gonna go make some more cheese and bread.
I love
are you gonna come back?
Pardon?
Come back?
Yep.
Can you make me a little bit of cheese and bread, Kim?
Absolutely.
cheese and bread. You guys are ridiculous.
I got the scab on my foot.
If I can afford it, I do feel like it. If I'm in the middle of university season,
I think this.
I will help you when you're.
If I can afford it,
Should we ask him, do you want to talk now, or?
No,
We'll wait.
tomorrow morning.
Okay. I just don't want him to feel, like, ostracized, or like we were talking, and then he comes out here, you know what I mean?
No, I don't want to do it.
Just
either.
say,
I'm scared to do it.
we should just say, we'll just say, we want to talk, but we'll talk tomorrow, so you have the time to settle down.
JP. Sorry. Okay. So, one thing, he needs to know what the ultimate plan for last week was. I
Right.
think he kind of understands it because we went
Right.
over it. But what I'm suggesting is Zach, us,
Yeah.
B is with us.
Okay.
Go to Kev and be like, it doesn't have to be out in the open at all. You just have, like, we're with you. This could draw a line and say, I'm not going after the people that you're telling me to go after because they're saying to him, go
Right.
after Neha
Right.
and
It just
whoever,
did-
other people.
Like,
and
I'm
this
not
would
gonna
be
be
like, we're getting out those people that, and we don't have to worry about these girls right now yet. They're not a part of it right now. It's just us together with him.
Right.
And we take out them.
And there's no way those girls are going to go with Greg.
Well, and even then, okay, we have all of our staff were born. Us 4 here,
Being
plus
Zach.
Zach and B.
That's
6
six.
votes, okay?
And there's
If two of them are put up, so they're out. So let's say for just for whatever.
this is something that we can get away.
Bobby, Bruno are up. So they have Greg, God.
Yeah.
Even if the girls all vote with them, they still
Why
have
would
it.
Puny
Even if they
vote
have
for them?
Ashley,
So
Dee,
if you-
Puny's gonna vote for them.
Exactly.
So the thing
Exactly.
is, there's 4, in that alliance, there are 4 guys that...
And Ashley doesn't like Bobby either. Like, it won't be
She
hard
doesn't
to
like
get
him-
up.
No, let's be real. She doesn't like him sexually. However, 4-person alliance, Ashley, Bruno, Peely, Bobby, 110%. I've told you this before. I've mentioned it. 110%. That's a side. It doesn't even matter at this moment.
Well, they're just floating, really.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter at this
Yeah.
moment. But if we can say to him, listen, we're with you. You get rid of would have won this week. You have me. I'm a strong competitive player. You're a fucking beast. You two are smart.
Mm-hmm.
Zach the fucking king.
We got the
king.
QB1 on our side.
Yeah, Zach,
Kevin.
invincible.
Also, Kevin is fucking
Kevin's a maniac.
amazing.
But Kevin made himself a huge target.
A target.
Yeah.
Huge.
Did you hear
Today-
everyone?
Today, the comments are being thrown around. Yes. We're being thrown around saying, just the same comments that he's saying about me,
Well,
he's
even
now saying
before,
about Kevin.
Even before, he was
today,
saying that
in the
about
Even
chat,
before.
yeah.
Another thing, in the washroom the other night, he's like, showmances. That's another target on Kevin's back. He was like, we have to break up the showmances. You think that you're going to kiss someone one day, the next day you're going to vote them out? My theory, and I don't know, I think these guys agree with me, I know Zach's with me, I'm pretty sure you'll be with me, this plan put forward to Kevin can be like gold.
Yeah.
I
And
100%.
and if we're together,
And we're safe.
we're safe.
We're all safe.
We're all
And
safe,
it-
and we keep each other safe.
Yeah.
And then we get rid of them because they're like, I mean, I don't want to put Bruno in the fact that he's tired, but he's with them. He's with them.
But
Of
here's the-
course
and
he's
here's
with
the
them.
thing, He's 100% with them. He's with Greg all the time. They come back here and they talk like we're doing right now.
No,
Yeah.
and yeah, they
And
were
over
all
there,
night
all the
tonight.
time, and all the time when Greg is like, yo, tell me this thing, studying for the comp today, it's Greg and Bruno together. They're like,
100%.
Like, what is this?
That last night's
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
everything.
That's
And
why
then their faces-
I was like, no,
their
sleep in
faces
here,
today-
sleep in my
Their
bed.
faces today during that comp and
Yeah.
after that comp,
Yeah.
they're like stressing and shit
Yeah.
because Bobby was stressing because he saw that Kevin won, and
And Kevin-
he
he
knows
put up
that,
Kevin.
and
Yeah.
and they know that we know what their theory,
Yeah.
what their plan was for
Uh-huh.
last
100%,
week. So we have to
100%.
make sure that Kevin knows it,
Yeah.
and we have to go, and we have to. This will change the game. this
100%.
happens this week, the game has changed.
Yes, that's
And
very
Kevin
important.
doesn't want
And
to.
these little, they're taking out. They think we're little people or
Mm-hmm.
the underdogs. Like I'm the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna take me out? No, you're not gonna take me out. We're gonna take the big dogs that think they're running us
Exactly.
out.
Mm-hmm.
This will change the game 100%.
The guy who's so confident that he can be like, yeah, I'm a professional baseball player, and think that people
Why?
are gonna love
Why
it.
in God's name?
Why would you
He
do
and
that?
he told me. So I felt ever since that thing, like, and because before that, obviously, I like called him out multiple times. Basically, I fought with him every single day about something. So then when that happened, I was like, fuck. So I'm like trying to be buddy with him. Today he tells me, oh yeah, that was all game. Because I was like, oh, you know, that might actually be, because he was like, oh, we were in the pantry, oh, Sarah, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, who knows, it might actually benefit you. It seems like people are receptive. He's like, oh yeah, I did it, like, just completely turned.
So
Because I was giving him a little bit of one,
if
and he
you guys
said that
can
was a
say-
game.
if you guys can say today that you're with us with this. I mean, I don't want to put you two in a position saying you have to, that you're with us. It doesn't have to be public.
No, but
But if you're with us,
you, as far as I'm concerned, you got my vote. If this is the plan, the key, the major key, his hands are so we've got what is happening the key is convincing Kevin to do it, because as easy it is for us to say, man, this is what you do, ultimately, it's his HOH. And it's
I would
he
never
wanted-
tell someone to do this. I will present it on the table and say,
Yeah.
this is our idea. We
And
feel that
just
this
so
would
you
be
know-
beneficial for us. We have to show him, and I know Johnny knows this from day one. I said to Johnny, I feel like Kevin's a good guy.
Yeah.
Like we always had that, like we
No,
like each
he's
other.
a great guy.
And that's
I
why
love
he's
him.
not going to want to work with people
and
who
we
are
knew he
dicks like
wasn't-
that.
We knew he wasn't a part of that.
Yeah.
And we knew that you and Zach were not a part of that.
No.
You know I knew that.
We're just trying to appease him.
100%, just like we are. Just like we are.
Mm-hmm.
And we can knock out those four and go from there.
Yeah.
And you're 100% right about the Bruno thing, because last night he was in a bed by himself, and I was like, oh, like trying to get into my bed, like with Peely or whatever, and he was like, oh, no, take my bed, I'm gonna sleep with Bruno, And then the second he got in there, they were whispering all night long, and for an hour and a half.
Bruno keeps like going to me like, yo, we haven't talked game, but you know, you're good to me. Just because Bruno knows I'm fierce, and I'm gonna win a comp.
So what do you
And
like,
you're on it.
So any other songs? Seriously? Any other songs? We had Old King Wenceslas, then the American National Anthem. What's up, Kev? Cheese. On a
I just want a little bite of it.
Oh, eat as much as you want.
Okay, and you ate it.
You know, just want cheese melted on bread. I'm really good at making it.
I wish I didn't brush my teeth, but I'll pass. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it, buddy.
Is Zach still over there?
Sarah?
No, you go for it. I brushed my teeth too, even though I just had a bunch of nuts.
They're still up.
4 people in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's still in the kitchen. Okay. Cool. Sounds good, bud. But otherwise, you feeling okay? Besides the whole
Yeah.
anything?
That was the only thing that was bugging me. I felt bad. I was just like emotionally kind of maybe making your birthday a little bit. I just felt bad.
No.
And I know I was really emotional today. I'm sorry. Like I think you guys saw it on my face. It was just like the whole, like the way he targeted me. Like I just felt really like, fuck. Like I was just felt really like,
God and Greg.
like, I just felt really like, and I mean, I was slamming the thing, but I was slamming it because for me that was like, I was trying to be fast, and like, and then I just felt like so like I was being attacked. And then in the hot tub, it was kind of just like the same, like he brought up the whole Cindy thing and how, like, I just wanted
Can
to
I get some
kind of,
water? Anyone else want anything?
in the hot tub, the whole Cindy's
fill
name
my
came up,
cup?
people were talking shit about Cindy, and then,
Thank you so much.
Greg and Godfrey were kind of talking shit about her, and then how he was saying how she was going after him, so he did that to her, and I honestly, for 1 second, I was about to stand up and say, so Godfrey, you just blatantly went after me, can I stand up and call you out right now?
Yeah.
The way he did to her, I
Right.
wanted to do that,
Exactly.
I couldn't because it's a game.
Call him
But
this
like,
and call
I
him
was
that.
just like this, today has just been like a roller coaster for me in that sense too, but
Exactly.
anyways, I hope I haven't like dampened anyone's day.
No, you
But
handled it really well. I didn't notice anything.
okay.
I know you know that we have sort of felt on the outs from,
Yeah, absolutely.
The guys.
right?
Yeah.
And
And when we say the guys, it's always been like those three guys who are quite
Four
close.
guys?
4 guys.
Greg, Audrey, Bruno.
And 4.
I haven't connected with Bobby.
Bobby. 4 together.
And no one has, and he really hasn't talked to anybody. There's no way. There's no way. And the whole putting you up was 100% strategy. He can bullshit. No one fucking does that.
Yeah.
It just so happened that worked perfectly.
It was a great excuse.
So, and if you hadn't come down and the whole Cindy thing hadn't happened,
You were going home.
that was what they were doing.
I mean,
Like we,
Yeah,
and
so
we
you knew
told
that.
you guys right from the start
It-
that
it
your
didn't-
guys' names were coming up and these two names were coming
you
up.
and I had been on his radar from the get-go.
it didn't sink in, but then after I thought about it for a couple hours, it's like there's no way B's a pawn.
Because your mic
Exactly.
kept before
Or it's like no way I'm a pawn against B.
Right. Okay.
Right?
So
exactly,
so-
in that situation, who's a pawn?
So we just kind of want to go over exactly what happened, just so it's out in the open.
Yeah.
So even the whole Cindy conversation, like Cindy has loud mouth, but Cindy wasn't saying
Go after
Go after
Kevin.
Kevin. That wasn't. It was just that
We wanted to win the veto.
we want to. No. Cindy.
Cindy
so
wanted
no,
to win the veto.
Cindy was saying.
Cindy was saying.
She wants to win the veto and take B off, and we were kind of. I was kind of like, but like those guys are going after
in the hopes
girls.
that Godfried would go up.
We want so the only way it would be beneficial is if Godfrey were to go up.
Yeah.
But we don't know what Bobby's gonna do, and I was concerned that since I know for a fact that those 4 guys are together, they wouldn't put up Godfrey.
Yeah.
So if the veto is used, like for example, Cindy's like, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna take B off, and I'm like, no, you're not, because if you do that, you don't control who goes on the block. Me, her, anyone can go on the block. And that then it's like we're fighting against you.
And that
And
was
from
the back
day
and
one,
forth
from
and
day
that-
2, this guy has connected with us, and we said to him, we want to connect with you and him.
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
so that
I'm
was
not with those.
so that was our thing, and then this whole thing went down, and it went very wrong because the whole Cindy thing blew up, and then you went to him, and then he had ammo to kind of say, these girls are crazy. They're suggesting an all guys alliance that doesn't exist.
But it
And
does
in reality,
exist.
it does exist.
It just
because
excludes.
you guys are put on the block. It just worked out that you were the second one to fall. You were the target. If you came off the block, this guy was going on the block, and this guy was going home 110%.
Hence the reason why Johnny fought so hard to win the veto.
Right.
That's why
So-
I was fighting.
That's
So-
why
my ass
Johnny
off.
died.
So essentially, they got
Literally.
lucky. They just got lucky in the sense that Cindy just got in the way, and Cindy was
Perfect scapegoat.
perfect scapegoat. It just kind of worked out that way, and so she unfortunately went home because of circumstance, because their little
And
ploy.
I think a little bit of it is personal because he felt close to her and it like damaged his ego too,
Right.
which shows how
So-
personal of a player he is.
So essentially, what we're trying to kind of say is like, those 4 together, we know, we us 2 for sure know that we're a target.
My back's against the wall. I
Like,
know
mean,
it is.
I know.
Based on the competition.
Based on the
it's
competition, it was very obvious. You probably didn't see it because you went inside
Yeah.
after the comp, but those 4 guys were scurrying.
Pacing.
Pacing,
And
they're
saying-
scared because
and
you
saying,
won.
"He's a
and they
beast."
know that it will get to you. The reason, the whole plan of last week will get into your head that
Yeah.
you weren't just a pawn. When you play this game, would you ever put up a guy like you as a pawn? Impossible.
Against
you know who
Brittany?
would be a pawn? Peely would be a pawn.
Yeah.
B would be a pawn because they're not like physically strong
And they don't know
players
the
or don't
game
appear
well.
to be. You obviously have won competition. You are a beast. You're not a pawn. If you're on the block, sorry, but you're a target.
Yeah.
That's how it is. And
They
today-
specifically mentioned like that you're setting records, that you're
Yeah.
killing it,
You're
even
killing it.
before the competition, and then after the competition, they were so shitting their pants.
So
Came over here and just were whispering.
2 days ago, in the washroom, and Greg, to me and him are like, see all these showmances going on, Kevin and Peely, this and that. He's like, oh, he's gonna kiss her one day. You think he's gonna take her out the day tomorrow? He's like, showmances is going to be broken up. He's all over the place. And essentially, our whole point here is that
He also said to me that you guys said that you're going for the young people in the game. So you want me, Kev, Zach, Pee
Just
Wee,
bunch of
Ashley. You want to get rid of
Those
all
were
of
the
us.
literal,
That's him.
the literal words out of his mouth, and we looked at each other and we're like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He says, Pee Wee
Yeah,
and,
that's what he said to me.
Kev are never gonna. And then who else did he call out that day?
Zach and Ashley.
Zach and Ashley, because they were in
Okay.
the same bed that night.
So anyways, our whole point here is that we know that they're gunning for us. So what we're suggesting is that we already know that we want to work together. I don't know if you had told him that we want to work with him.
Yeah, absolutely,
but
absolutely.
okay, so what we're suggesting is that us five,
Yeah.
we have B and we have Zach, and it doesn't have to be
Like us 5 here.
us five here
Yeah.
plus B and Zach. Just it doesn't have to be like an open alliance, obviously. Just that we're together. We don't put each other up.
Watching
and
out for each other?
We're taking them out because we know that we're the targets. If when we're gone, you and Zach first and foremost are going to be
Yeah,
target number
absolutely.
one because those 4 guys are together. You have 2 strong
100%.
guys, and then it goes from there.
And between 2 guys like Bobby and Greg, like first of all, too, guaranteed it's the yoga. Guaranteed that first day when they were doing yoga together, they had some sort of like or whatever. Those 2 guys, between the 2 of them, they can go back and forth and just dominate competition-wise. They don't have to play a good social game, and that's what's scary. Like they can do it so blatantly obvious.
Yeah.
Not to mention like God, like he did pretty fucking well today, and that's like his worst type of competition. Like it's terrifying. Between the
another
4 of
point,
them,
yeah.
they can just end their way through the whole game, and that's his favorite player too. And he said it a million
And
times.
it's like, and this morning, Greg comes to us and he's like, we're good, we're solid, we're good. And then, did he look at our faces when this competition ended? No.
Won't
No,
look at us.
no.
He
He
won't look
came
at-
up to
because
me
he doesn't need us.
beside
He told
Johnny
you
and
guys,
was like,
yeah.
hey, we gotta get rid of Johnny and Naeha. He said
Promised-
right to me.
He
was
promised
sitting
me
there.
today
You're
that
sitting
it
right
here.
has never come out of his
He's
mouth.
right here.
I know for a fact
He's
he said to
looking
you
at me
about-
like, no, no.
He
He was
told me
facing
he
this
was
way.
on his
I'm
way.
facing this way.
He shook her hand.
Yeah, you
and
heard
said,
it. I'm like, you
"I
idiot.
promise
Johnny is
you."
right there. I'm like,
Cindy's
okay,
just
sure.
lying. She's just
I'll go
trying to
on.
blow up my game.
And Cindy was not lying about the things that he said. He said every single one of those things. So anyways, our point is that we can stand strong together. Sorry, because this week kind of like
Okay.
is gonna
Well, either-
make or break. Or not make or break, but this week is
Well, it's
I
a
feel like it
it's a
draws-
shitty week to be
Yeah.
HOH because
Yeah.
you have to pick a side essentially. You know what I mean?
Almost like
It's-
draws the line in the sand.
It draws the line in the sand.
unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, and
Which
I mean,
sucks.
I think based on what happened with my interaction with them today, like they know it's game on for me. Like I'm fighting for my life and I'm taking them out. Like I straight up said to them, "That's it. It's game on."
Yeah.
Clear.
And or we're just saying that if we're all together, then you know we can.
The thing is, like, those people are, like, not, I don't
You
want to
guys, are,
generalize.
you guys are convinced. Bobby, Greg.
I'm gonna name you 2 alliances right now, and I will guarantee, like, I will tell you, or the one alliance is those 4 guys. That is a 100%.
And Zach's not with them.
Zach is not with them.
Where have I been for 2 weeks?
What the fuck?
Kevin,
I know, right?
honestly,
Me
like
too.
if
Me
you
too.
watch, like if you watch,
watch.
you
Yeah.
will see. I've seen this from day 2. I've seen this, and today again, we all saw it. You were
It's super
gone.
apparent.
And an HOH is never going to make a decision without talking to anybody. That just
Exactly.
doesn't
It
happen,
just doesn't
right? Did he
happen.
talk to any of us?
Nope.
No. I slept in that bed every fucking night for no fucking reason. I would get in there, he'd turn around, and I'd be
He's
like,
like, oh, I didn't talk to anyone. I
I'd put
just
my
made that
mic on,
decision.
and I'd be
And
like,
also,
put
you
your
don't
mic
just
on,
make a
put your
decision
mic
like
on.
that.
He'd be like,
Big
no,
gun.
no, we're just
A
going to
big
bed.
gun
Like,
on the
he
block.
refused to
You know what I
talk.
mean?
Yeah,
Like I'm
of
calling you a
course.
big gun, but you are.
And his whole,
I
like,
call myself a big gun. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're strong players.
and his whole, he just kept pushing it off. I'm not going to think about it till then. But then when that part comes, I'm not going to think about it till after breakfast. I'm not going to think, that was just a ploy. So he didn't have to talk to
Yeah.
anybody because he already knew what he was going to do because he already had talked to people.
Sorry, I'm not trying to fluster you with this.
No, no,
but
no, it's just a lot to take in
I
at
know,
once,
but like
isn't
we
it?
just want you to know that yeah. I mean, you explain it better because I think you're more.
We're in
like,
trouble. Like, honestly, we've been in trouble since the get-go.
Like we are gonna be picked off one by one because, and then they also have like, so I think that Bobby has some support from some of the other girls. Like they're close. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that like from it's apparent like that they're like those like the other girls are kind of close with him. I'm not saying that they're like they, but I think they could be influenced by him. You know what I mean? I think they would protect each other.
Yeah.
There was an instance when you won the veto, And Willow said to me, she's like, well, yeah, like, I don't know what he's going to do. Like, one of you girls are going to go up. She said to me, one of you girls are going to go up. Meaning, because she knows me, we're close.
Yeah.
So she didn't say one of the girls are going to go up.
Yeah.
She said one of you girls are going to
Willow
go
said
up.
that to you.
To me.
Yeah.
She fumbled. She fucked up
Yeah.
by saying that.
Why would she be so confident?
Because
for
they're
no
together.
reason?
Like, it's kind of like they've been close since day one.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, they're together. That's cool. Like, you have your alliances. That's great. Anyway, so our pitch to you is that we should all work together, and we could change the game like this week.
Absolutely.
And the thing is that you have the support of strong people that are gonna win comps.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna win today's comp. If you didn't beat my ass, I would have won that comp, and I would have 100%. I told these guys my 3 nominees were gonna be Greg, 4 nominees for those 4 guys in whatever order, whatever way to get at least Bobby and Greg out because they're the strongest ones.
Yeah, exactly.
And in whatever format I would have to do that, it would happen. If that means I straight up put them up and they know, I don't give a fuck because I'm already their target.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have to play it safe. You know what I mean? So, just some food for thought. And,
Absolutely. I mean, like, I really appreciate that. And like, that's a lot to take in, but I mean, like, holy shit.
because like I feel like this week it's like it's on. It's like not. It's unfortunate that for you to make that decision. I wish it was me to make the decision because I would have come out guns blazing because they already hate me.
Yeah.
So it's like I can just come out and say, okay, game on. You're on the block. I don't give a shit. For you, you're in a good position with them. So it's kind of like.
But not really though.
But not
Because
really.
they've thrown us under the bus
Yeah, they throw you
so
under the bus.
much.
Like you're not. It's not an open war. Like for me, it's pretty much an open war. Like you know, that's why I'm so vocal. That's why today I would never run my mouth the way I ran my mouth to Godfrey. Like of how I'm saying like let's dance and this and that.
exactly.
But it's open.
already open.
It's open. So it's like why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably talk a lot. I know I'm talking a lot,
No,
but
that's great.
but it's just kind of like, yo, this is it. Like because their plan was essentially take out these girls, then you two. But you two are
But even-
first because
it wasn't
you're
even- it
a
was-
beast.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you two were the target last week,
It
so that
was-
means
It was
You or I going next?
Yeah.
people, like, he
Last
threw your guys' names out to me because he wasn't going to mention her name. Then he's going to, like, other people and mentioning, oh, I saw these two walk, right? And, like, so he's very particular about what information he's giving out to people, but it's 100% been thrown out.
As soon as we cross
Everybody
stories,
knows it.
it's like, holy shit. Like,
it can make
Exactly.
sense, or you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Like it all makes sense, and that's why as soon as that whole Cindy thing happened, I'm like, I have to explain to him the
Yeah.
real story because it was so covered, like it was so like
And I tried, it just
wishy-washy and like I mean,
convoluted, and
I
we were
explained
going
to you,
back
and
and-
then I know I tried to explain
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
you,
It
and
was
like
just too quick.
it was just so like you
Yeah.
know, but like yeah, I think now that you get the big picture,
Just per.
Yeah, exactly.
but like
For sure.
yeah,
Yes,
like
sir.
and it doesn't have to be like an open thing,
Because
but
like
it's just
you were convinced, and you're 100% right about the Bobby thing, right? And what
100%.
happened with Cindy, was like she didn't. So
So-
she thought he would really put up Godfrey. Do you know what I mean?
so
There's,
when the
time out. There's a lot of them awake right now. Just
Okay, so when the nominations came out and B's picture came up, I was like, okay, she dropped first. When your picture came up, I was in fucking shit shock.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting Godfrey's face.
My
Because
heart
the
sank
whole
at that
house
moment.
was talking about how this guy has to go out. And how in God's name is your picture on the wall?
Yeah.
I was just like, what is happening?
Yeah,
and
it was my
at that
Fun place.
instant,
Yeah, wow.
right when that happened, that's when Cindy's like, holy fuck, they're not getting rid of Godfrey.
Yeah.
This solidifies our theory of this four guy
Exactly.
alliance. That put it in stone. That this is a reality.
Yeah.
Because how are you gonna? You can't.
Also, another
this is
thing
not a
too-
pond.
Another thing too, when Greg said he was a pro baseball player, did you look how shocked Bruno looked?
Not at all.
Bruno was just like,
Yeah.
0% shock.
for a guy who hangs out with him all day, every day, you think he'd be a little
What?
surprised
The
by
person I knew. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
V was like
funny.
in like, oh, I knew, but like she was shocked.
Godfrey, same thing. He's just like, oh,
I was shocked.
Yo, man,
You were losing your mind.
Like,
right? Because we had no idea. But
And who
then-
feels that like, why at that moment, why does he feel so confident to just be like, yeah, I've been lying to you guys about my
Who does that?
occupation?
Why are you blowing up your
Why would
vein?
you do that?
If you
No one
lied from the
questioned
beginning, why
cost
would you?
thing. Why not just write it out?
Yeah.
just do it out there.
Or at least
Like
until
it's
you
like he was
feel
getting- I
confident.
think
It's because he
maybe
feels
he felt
confident.
like he was getting like people would like flock and love him for it.
I mean, people
Well,
were showing interest, but
I did.
in my head, I'm
I did
thinking,
just to suck his dick, but
exactly.
I don't
That's,
care.
that's exactly it.
I don't care. I love sports. I was like genuinely a little interested.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
like, no, I don't give a shit. I still want to win.
Yeah, exactly. Just feed into his fucking bullshit.
He's a pro athlete. We're playing a game with a pro athlete.
Yeah.
I think like that's kind of obvious.
Who lied,
wants to
who
go
lied
there.
about it, and is now somehow so fucking confident to come out with it, and is lying about his age. Who knows what else he's... And if
It's
you're
such a
show,
good
he's an
liar.
effective liar.
Effective
he's a
liar.
very good liar.
Yeah.
And then he today's even in the hot tub saying I said all this and that and the other. He said every single thing. You said every single one of those things. So Cindy is essentially telling everyone the truth, and now you're throwing her under the bus saying she's a liar. She
And
did
also-
not lie.
Also, too, another thing I was saying to these guys earlier, you notice how many times he said in the past, like 48 hours, I'm not in the lines with anyone. I'm not in the lines with anyone. Like, if you're not in the lines with anyone, you wouldn't need to say, I'm not in the lines with everyone 12 times in 48
And that's
hours.
exactly what Bobby's saying.
And that's Bobby's thing too, right?
Bobby's
I don't
I haven't
talk
talked
to
to
anybody.
anybody. I don't talk to anybody. Then why wouldn't you talk to a person who's lying in bed next to you, asking you to talk, asking you to tell them anything? Why wouldn't you? You know,
Anyway.
and he kept saying, "Oh, you know, no one's come up to me." I thought, but he said specifically, "Don't talk to me about this."
I'm going to go to bed.
Okay.
We're on the same page.
Yeah.
We know what's up.
We're on the same page.
Fill 'em in, but yeah, I think we know what's up. We go out there.
I'll go too. I'll go too.
Sounds good.
It's crazy.
Thanks. Happy birthday.
Thank you. You guys have made my day so special.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Sorry to.
No. It's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry. I know I
Super.
threw so much at you, but
No,
like
no, no, I
I'm
mean-
stressing because I know, like I'm seeing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I think we need to.
So you just think like they wanted me out as soon as they won the POV. Like let's just like
You were
fuck
hands
this
down.
guy.
You were going
Jordan,
home.
Jordan said that had you not won the Power B,
Yeah.
you were going home.
You were going home.
That was the
God.
plan.
100%. The whole
And
Cindy
then
thing
that-
just kind
yeah.
of came about, and they got to flip the story.
Yeah.
But either way, like.
It was you
And
or
e-
me.
But even if that Cindy thing didn't happen and you did still win the veto,
Yeah.
he was
I
going
would've
on the
gone
block and going home.
Yeah.
110%. No one's going to send B home over any one of you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
No chance. No chance.
Exactly.
Even if you look at it today, like Cindy and B, of course Cindy's going to go over B. She's a stronger player and also all that shit that happened. But you know what I mean? Like you'll never put up in this game. The pawn is Brittany.
Yeah.
The pawn isn't someone like you.
Exactly.
Right?
Or me.
Or you. You and you killed that comp too. The one that you guys,
Yeah,
the damn one.
I don't know why that shocks people. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
but they
do I
were
look
like-
dainty?
But that's the thing, right? And they were like, and that's when like, well, that's when every time you do good in a comp, from day one that happened to me with the POV, they're like, oh, because I'm a girl, they probably thought this she's 5'2" nothing, and then I was the strongest girl in the physical component of it, and that's when my name started flying with this guy. Now you, all the comps, you. Anyways, yeah.
No, perfect. I mean, we'll obviously talk more, but like, it's crazy. Like, I'm shocked.
Yeah. So our whole thing is that
That makes sense.
this is an important week, and if we can come together,
Absolutely.
we can literally change the pathway of where this game was going, and we're all strong in our own way.
Yeah.
That we would support each other. Like, I mean, you already know. Like, I don't know if you told him from day. I don't know when you told him, but when me and B and you talked. And Sarah, we were like, we want us 3 girls and you 2 guys.
Yeah.
And
And then it just so happens that we're all on the same page with
yeah,
Zach
and JP.
and JP.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the same
And we
page.
It's a
need
strong vibe.
and we need those two too, because Zach, like physical comps, I think
But he's a target too.
Zach's a target too, so he knows.
He knows. He knows that.
Zach and you are 3 guy targets.
Yeah.
Physically.
Because you know what the thing with Zach is? That Zach doesn't believe in some of the putrid that comes out of some of their mouths and the
Exactly.
conversations. And I've watched that get up and walk away
Away.
from it. And I've seen the looks on their faces thinking like, You know,
Yeah, exactly.
he's not going to sit there and
If he's someone who's saying, oh, we gotta break up these showmances, he's definitely someone who's saying, we gotta get rid of the big dog.
Yeah,
Who is
absolutely.
Zach or you, you know? Anyways,
God, my mind's blown right
I
now.
know.
I
I
understand
don't want to,
everything.
I didn't want to harass you on the first night, but I felt that it needed to come out.
For sure.
Thank you. And they're like, we should all come together tomorrow whenever you're free.
Yeah.
And then, you guys talk, but okay.
Obviously,
Okay.
I'll go touch a little more with JP and ask a few more questions.
Yeah, you guys talk.
Hey, Stud.
you know, so
Yeah, so.
we were in trouble big time.
And
JP confirmed it for me.
I know.
I didn't think we were that bad.
Yeah.
I came out fighting in that comp because I knew there was a possibility that I could go up
Yeah.
if someone won.
Yeah.
But JP confirmed 100% that you were the initial target. When
Yeah.
you won, had that Cindy thing not have happened, I would have gone home. I'd have been walking out the door.
Because that Cindy thing happened, you were saved.
Absolutely. Oddly enough, out of everything. Cindy almost made her own bed, unfortunately.
So, if those guys were four together, why didn't Bobby just still put you up?
Because they instead tried to sell the idea that the girls were in an alliance.
Yeah.
Right?
To me.
To you. Right? To try to keep you at bay. And that was the whole idea. Then he doesn't have to get blood on his hands, right?
Yeah.
This is Bobby's thing. He doesn't want to get blood on his hands. The funny thing with Bobby is I didn't figure that he was playing the game either. I didn't think he was. But the more and more I realized, when you went inside today after HOH, Bruno, Godfrey, and Greg were talking, and then once you know it, Bobby ended up over there, and Godfrey comes back, and they're talking. Freaking Bobby on the bench, completely losing his mind. He wanted Ash to win. Because he thinks he's good with Ash.
Yeah. What do you mean lost his mind?
Well, he was just as nervous as someone like Greg Godfrey sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
Why though?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I didn't really realize, maybe call me naive, but I didn't realize how much trouble we were in week one. But apparently we were.
How are we both still here?
I don't know. This is the crazy part. And like, the more and more I talk to people, and we had a conversation a couple days ago where I was like, who do you trust?
Yeah.
You said Sarah. You said B. You said Zach.
Absolutely.
These are all people that I trust too.
JP's growing on me.
I really like JP. JP knows this game.
Yeah.
He can't stand some of the crap that comes out of those guys' mouths.
Yeah.
It like, back home, I'm the kind of person that will stand up to people like that. In this game, I can't. I have to bite my tongue,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So instead, I go to the DR and I voice box in there.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand what happened to Cindy in that room. At home, I would have stood up and said, you know what? Like, are you guys, like, why are you two guys ganging up on her
Yeah.
when we have no idea? And at the end of the day, it wasn't even her. I didn't think for a second it was her.
That broke the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't either.
And right out there, like, in front of everyone.
Yeah, it's
like, bully.
Yeah.
Complete bully. I think we got to be very, very careful. This idea, I think, is a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even know how hard they were saying. The minute you walked in, they were like, Kev has played in everything and has basically essentially won everything. They were like, he didn't win the first POV because Cindy came around and figured out the spin
Yeah.
thing, but you had essentially were there. You won the slop off. You won the POV. Boom, you win the HOH. They're like, oh, Kevin's setting records. Kevin's a threat.
Yeah.
And then to Neha and I in the bathroom. Oh, you know, Peely, you know, he's in bed with Peely, you know, today, don't tell me they're not a showmance. He says they're not a showmance, but, you know, he's not going to put her up on the block. We need to take care of these showmances. We need to take care of these showmances. Like, fuck.
The guy's insane.
He's a nut job. The sad part about it is he's pulled good people like Bruno in with him. Bruno's a great guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't know how that ended up happening. And I don't know how Bruno doesn't see how bad that is for him. Godfrey did exactly what Greg wanted him to do today.
Yeah.
Johnny, Neha, Johnny, Sarah, Johnny,
Yeah.
or Neha, like,
Yeah.
and had I beat Neha, it would have been the exact same with me instead.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. I know it's a lot.
It's like I'm deciding so much this week. Fuck.
I know it's a lot. I said, like, Neha obviously freaking out because of everything going on.
Yeah.
And she said to me, like, she said to me, like, talk to Kevin. I'm like, Kevin and I talk all the time. We touch base, you know.
Yeah.
I know you and I are on the
Absolutely.
same page. And I've known that you and I have been in trouble for a while. And
I didn't know to that extent.
I didn't realize to that extent. Honestly, sitting here is when JP confirmed that you were the target. And that's when I was like,
Yeah.
game on. Like,
So if you were in my shoes,
what would... If I was in your shoes, I would put up... If I was you,
Yeah.
having had last week played out the way it did, I'd put Godfrey and Bobby up.
mm-hmm.
If someone comes down, and it's a very good possibility Bobby will win and pull himself off, you throw Greg up, out he goes. The problem is that leaves Bobby guns a-blazing. The other idea that I was thinking for myself
I can't wrap my head around this right now. It's so
I know.
complex.
The other idea that I had thought that I would do had I won HOH tonight, I would have put Godfrey and a pawn to be decided. I don't know who
Yeah.
exactly I would have thrown up. Ashley or something. Like, I love Ashley. Love her to pieces.
Yeah.
But someone who is so well liked that they're not going to go home,
Yeah.
or a B or something, like someone like that, right?
Yeah.
And I love B, and I wouldn't actually probably do that to her. But someone like that, and you know, maybe Godfrey wins, maybe he doesn't. We send him home.
Yeah.
But literally, like, we're in trouble if someone like a Bobby, if someone like Godfrey, if someone like Greg wins again. Me, you, Neha, public enemy number one.
Mm-hmm.
And in that order. So either it's Neha and me go on the block,
Yeah.
one of us come off, you're the replacement.
Holy shit.
We're in trouble. Like, I've been panicking the last 2 weeks, but I really started panic tonight.
Yeah, just breathe.
I know. So that's why when you won, I was like, oh my god, thank God.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I went to the VR and cried. Like, I'm just
Same
so
for you.
overwhelmed.
Oh my god. There's so much going on in my brain right now.
I know. They were like, maybe we should wait to talk to Kev tomorrow. And I was like,
No, it's a good idea.
let's talk to him now, at least, because you know Greg is going to come already
Yeah.
talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
And we don't know when the noms are going to be. You don't know when the noms are going to be.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be in a situation where you're left with no information. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, I've always, so
So how did JP know I was the target?
because Greg told him.
God. I gotta go touch base with JP.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, baby. That's big. God.
We can't go home. We can't go home before people like that.
Of course not.
They spew the stuff that they spew. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Of course not. JP, go to bed.
No, he's not going inside.
Okay, I just want to ask him.
Absolutely.
Oh, fuck, it's too late.
Well,
How are we never tired at nighttime?
I know, it's crazy.
What's next week? By next week, they manage who they going after. Not you and me. This is exactly what we want. We want them going head to head after each other. We can get rid of Naeha anytime. She's not that scared. I mean, yeah, she's scared.
She's fucking scary,
She's
dude.
scared, but guess what? Me and you can.
We're in with her.
If we're in with her, she likes us. She said that to us. She was comfortable with us to come with us.
So it would be me, you, Johnny,
yeah,
Naeha, Sarah,
B, Kev.
B, Kev.
Yeah, and Peely by association, and Ashley potentially by association. Later in the game, once both these two sides crumble a little bit, we pick up Peely's, me, you, Kev. Your showmances,
Peely and Ashley.
and potentially Willow or Sarah, whoever it is.
But this is if Kev can get on board with taking a shot at
And they're doing a good job.
the chop shop right now.
They're doing a good job of convincing him.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'll talk to him later because I'm close to getting
It's our decision. Buddy.
It is.
Because Kev really likes me now. He's been coming up to me being like,
Good.
what do you want to do?
Good. So
We can take a shot at the chop shop.
let's do it. Because
This is gonna be
Greg,
crazy.
there's no losing. And this is the time to take out Bobby. Bobby's gonna be hard to get out. If we can, okay, let's put it
This is gonna be fucking nuts.
I know it's a crazy week, but here's my thinking. I was thinking
This will
today,
break the knees out at the
I
chop
know,
shop though.
and they'll be dead. If they put up Godfrey and G, okay, okay. Bobby has no clue that he's going home. One of them wins a veto, comes off, Bobby goes up. We have members to vote out Bobby because two of that alliance is up. The rest of us control the votes. You and I are gonna have to vote out Bobby, but we'll do it, and we can be like, well, if two of those guys are up, if it's like G and Bobby or Bruno and Bobby, whatever it's being, we'll be like, well, hey, we had to vote out Bobby. We had no choice.
Yeah.
One of you guys is up, one of you don't, and you have an ally, you can explain it, and I can explain it, and we can still be in.
And we can break the knees of that big strong alliance early.
Exactly. So I think we have to do this. Keep playing both sides. That's why we're so powerful in this game, because we're two. Everyone else is one, you and I are two. So we can flip flop and do what we need to do. But for now, I
It's
say we
gonna
go
be big
for it.
though. It's gonna be fucking big.
It's gonna be a crazy week. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Is Kev gonna have the nuts to do it?
That's the
question.
thing. But he has the numbers and the votes, and he's guaranteed to get them out. And even next week, I'll talk with Kev too later on. I'm going to try before we go to sleep to talk to him. I think that we can do it. We can take him out, and I can convince him to do it. I'm going to do my best.
And you know what's crazy too? Is that Naeha like sniffed that whole alliance out, eh?
Well, she didn't get all the chop shop, but she got most. She got most of
The
it.
only thing that she has wrong is
Peely.
Peely.
Everything
Everything
else
is not in it.
Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, she has two separate alliances, but really it's
she
one.
has Godfrey in it, not me in it.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I've done a good job of staying clear of being called.
You're the fucking man. Seriously. Yeah. I know. We gotta do
This is
it.
gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be crazy. But so much fun.
But this means we just keep staying back, playing the middle card.
Never win HOH.
We can't know.
HOH. And that's why today was perfect. Because you didn't get exposed. You didn't get exposed.
Massive.
So
Today we were lucky.
So lucky.
We're so fucking
lucky. Okay, when I'm up at the thing, I'm going to hit the thing. I hit false. I hit the wrong one. Like in my head, I'm like, okay, get it wrong. And then as soon as I hit false, Kevin beats me. He just guessing. And in my head, I'm like, fuck. He hit the wrong first, but luckily he hit the right one.
Same with me, man.
Same with you. Like I was so
That was
close to
Big
getting
Brother
because
God's on our
I know
side.
it was 100%.
And God squaring off early. Man, can you imagine if I would have went up second and accidentally won? I would have had to.
Naeha and
If I
Naeha
would have picked
completed.
Naeha, Naeha would have hated me.
And she would never trust
But
me.
if I did pick Naeha, the whole chop shop would be like,
What the fuck are you doing? And same with me. That's why I was so scared. And I had the
Shitting my
commercial
pants
break.
that-
I had the
that
commercial break. Oh, me too.
And we
That's
got out of
the
it
worst part.
scot-free. And now we're
Seriously,
gonna go
buddy.
next step.
It's gonna be so good, buddy. So good. And the beauty of it is, I have no idea. Because Kev and Nay said, she's like, yeah, I'm cool. You guys can hide. We don't have to be in the open. And I said, I'm like to Johnny and Nay. And I'm like, yo, Zach and I can be moles. We can be working with them and be feeding them the wrong information, get information, bring back people to them. That's beneficial to them.
100%.
And it's beneficial to us because if we decide, hey, you know what? Nay and Johnny, this, we don't want to work with you. We don't want to chop
The only thing is letting Nay and Johnny get power because they
You know
know how
what?
good we are, and they'll fucking crush us in a second once they realize
Here's the
that
thing,
me and
though.
you were flip-flopping.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the
We
thing.
gotta beat them to the punch.
We gotta beat them to the punch. Boston Rob Wolford. Nick make an alliance. Step 1. Step 2, make an alliance within your alliance. Step 3, get rid of your alliance within your alliance. Gets rid of you. Done. All you gotta do
And what we could do is essentially this is gonna happen, and then the chop shop gets power next week. Shoot, they're gonna take him over.
And we're safe.
This could
We're
essentially
safe.
turn into a fucking battle between them both.
Yeah.
Where we sit back and don't get picked into the Final Four in those competitions every week. This is killing me though, man. I'm so competitive. I want to win HOHs, but at the same time,
Not yet.
I want to win the game more than I want to win one HOH.
And that's why, Zach, and that's why I chose you. And that's why this is important.
We can't expose ourselves.
We can't expose ourselves. And that's like, it's so good. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
This is gonna be
Number one,
fucking crazy.
It's gonna be fucking crazy. The number one rule, and I want you to remember this, is never get cocky. Never get cocky. Always be acting as if we were going home next. Because as soon as you and I get cocky, we're in
gonna send
trouble.
us out the door.
We're gonna send us out the door. But here's the thing, is if we can solidify this with Kevin, me, you, Kev, or this little threesome within this Naeha alliance, once we do flip on them, we've got competition-wise, we can easily take them out. Because you've got the bond, I got brains, Kevin's got a mix of both.
Yeah.
And I think that they will not be able to beat us.
Say a chop shop member gets cut off this week,
Yep.
I'll still rally that group and be like, guys, let's get them back. Let's get them back. So good.
And you throw it, no
They'll
idea.
throw it. They don't have a fucking clue.
No clue.
And even if Bruno or G or one of them wins, they're not coming after me or you. They're coming after the crew.
They're
That's just
just Nate and Sarah and Johnny and Kevin. And even then, might not even go after Terrence because they hate Nate and Johnny so much. And again, back to this point of never get cocky. I don't know if they said to you, but I'm in the backyard. She's like, oh man, we're safe this week, babe. We're in the pantry. We're safe this week. Bobby, oh yeah, but we're safe this week. Bruno, oh yeah, we're safe this week. So what do? They go to bed because they're like, oh, I can sleep. It doesn't matter. I'm not going on the block. But they're fucking idiots. And this is why
this is
he's
why
right.
Naeha is a good player, though.
This is why. No.
Yeah,
And that's
he's a
why. Because
fucking
she's a good player. Because she can fake to them nice. And really, she hates them. And
But Naeha needs us. She's keeping us close.
and that's what's good. And she's filling us in. So the fact that she trusts us means we can do this. But yeah, I totally think we gotta go on the plan. Get rid of one of them this week. Then
Because otherwise, let's talk about the other side. They put Naeha up. They crushed Naeha this week.
Yep.
Chop shop builds, gets stronger, right? Because the strongest player on the other side is gone.
Yeah.
And there's no more squaring off.
Yeah, and
it's
then-
gonna be them
turning on themselves.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna start
turn
coming out, and they're gonna start coming after me and come after you.
Because they'll start
you're
turning
the
on me
biggest.
because I have better relationships with the other people.
Exactly, and you're the biggest threat in the house. As long as we ride the middle, then you can hide, and that's the thing. But now is the time to get rid of Bobby via the back door. The back door in Big Brother Canada has never failed. It's worked every single time. It's
money in the
money.
bank.
It's money in the bank, and especially this week because
So if you put two of them up,
put up, say, God and Greg, okay? Or actually, here would even be better. Bruno and Greg. Don't even put up Godfrey, okay? Those two play in the veto. Bobby, odds are, so they get a draw. There's these two,
and even if I win the veto,
yeah.
I can use it as part of the chop shop.
Exactly.
I'll also be using it as part of that side
Yes.
and help me rid of back.
Yes.
So I could be like
Getting
I could be
favors.
like, yeah,
Gee, I
I
saved you.
saved you. But at the same time, Bobby goes up.
Yes. And me, Zach, me too. Me too.
Because that'd be nice for us.
That would be
Because
nice.
we could get some
Game
bonus points from
on both sides. Yeah. And then we can play a con. But here's the thing too, okay? Statistically, let's think about this. So three people we know are picked. So we have 11. Okay, there's a pool of 11 people. 3 people are gonna get drawn. 3 out of 11. So the odds are less than 30% that Bobby is coming out of that thing. So it's not very likely Bobby's even gonna get a play in veto. And then that's when we straight one of us plays. One of them.
That's the thing, dude. Is it Bobby? Even if Bobby wins it,
Even if Bobby wins it, so what? Then we send home G or Bruno or God. And preferably not God, because we can say he's a fucking idiot and we send him home anytime.
Yeah.
He just doesn't listen to what G says. But if we can get rid of the head of the dragon, get rid of G or Bobby or even Bruno, because Bruno has a wicked game.
he's 100% with G.
He's 100% with G.
Those two are going final two. They'll turn on me in a second.
Final two. And Bruno has such a good social game. He's so nice to everybody.
Yep, he does.
He's like, oh, I love you.
Nobody's gonna put him up.
No one is ever going to go after nice as you, Bruno. But
I like this other side with Kevin, Naeha, though. I really do. And Johnny.
I love them. Yeah,
I really like that side.
Yeah.
They're easier to do. They're way better game players than the other side.
Yeah. Oh, I love them 100%.
As a crew, we could crush.
We're gonna destroy them.
One more thing.
We're gonna destroy them.
I have one more thing I gotta talk to you about.
Okay, sounds good.
Man, we done peeling. What Kevin have peeling? That's numbers. Oh yeah, 100%. I'd be able to pull Ashley over. I guarantee you, I'd be able to pull Willow over too.
Well, both of us, because I think Willow thinks we have some sort of pseudo final three deal going on.
Yeah, she does.
So I think we're 100%
So we could pull Willow over too, and we could really break the necks on all four of those guys. Those guys would be regardless.
And then in the comps, in the Meat Crush, the rest of the way, it's game over.
Yeah. And even if those guys won a couple, even if those guys won a couple, they're just gonna knock some on the other side.
Johnny, this is like, we're just talking about this like, we gotta do this.
This is gonna be fucking
It's gonna be a great week, though. Like, this is fucking big, brother. I'm so pumped about Kevin wants to ask you about the fact that he was the target if he had won the power veto. Because he said that, yes, right? Yeah. No, he was. Yeah, he was. I'll talk to him. I'll go talk to him. I'll go get him and take him downstairs.
But yeah. I like it. I like it.
I do too. We have to draw the line in the sand now. Like, I don't think we have a choice.
I don't think so either.
God, this game is crazy.
It's getting fucking nuts now. This is gonna be the changing week.
Absolutely.
Because Kevin draws the line here. But if he cuts Naeha, if he takes their side and cuts Naeha,
We're screwed.
then we're screwed because they're just gonna gain momentum, pick people off, slash turn on each other. It'll be a fucking disaster.
Oh, complete gotcha.
Whereas us group this year can fucking do damage.
Exactly. Exactly.
100 per. 100 per. Yep. What's up,
He's sleepwalking. He's going to break the camera. Look at him. It's in his eyes. You can just see
Bobby?
it.
You can move beds if you want. He's done.
He's going to the have-not room?
It's locked.
It's hot in there, eh? It's,
Tough break, Bobby.
it's super hot in there, eh? Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to sleep.
Didn't matter. It's
Ear-
over.
Earplugs?
Can't do it.
Oh my god. So funny. Oh boy. What? Is it loud in there? What's going on? Why is he upset?
Because B is snoring.
Be snoring.
You can't go to bed.
What?
Do you ever hear bee snore?
Yeah.
Oh,
I hear it all the time.
Really?
I didn't
Yeah.
realize she snored.
I don't know.
Or she's a heavy breather. Like, she's the heavy breather, I think, of the room.
Oh.
Bobby, I can't sleep. I don't even hear her, and usually I hear everything.
I didn't.
Maybe I find it soothing. It's not snoring, it's heavy breathing. Well, too bad, so sad.
JP's gonna come plead his case to me anyway. But why he doesn't want to be on the nomination.
Why he doesn't what?
Doesn't want to be nominated. He's gonna come spill his heart.
Maybe you guys will do a podcast.
Yeah.
Look at Bobby's passed out. Easy.
I've had some serious trouble with these water bottles.
He just dropped the bottle all over.
Is this real?
I can soak this whole thing.
He dropped his bottle of water and just completely everywhere.
All these lights burn my eyes.
Good babe.
Good night. Me.
By yourself?
Well, I think Sarah was with me, but I don't think
Bobby
she doesn't
actually
care.
can't
She's just gonna get
sleep.
into a bed. So Bobby can come sleep with me.
Like, is that Bobby?
Across the room. I'll tell him.
You could definitely do that. I'll fill my bottle up and then go brush my teeth.
Bobby.
Jay Pizzle.
Towards the wall, the inner one in the corner. Just sleep on the inner one.
This way?
Yeah, the far corner.
Okay. Thanks, man.
I tried to break it to have daughter. Is Sarah in here?
This is it. Yeah, and here's
See, this is why HOH was a tough week for you to win.
And that's why-
Because we wanted them both to square off because they were going to.
Yeah.
And then you got thrown in a shitty situation.
I try to throw it.
I know.
We all try to
we all try.
So now-
you and I are against each other. You two are against each other. Well, one of us had to win. So
So-
fuck that way.
So now it's at the point where, do you pick that side or do you pick this side? Either way, we're gonna roll with you, buddy. Just to let you know that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I think we're covered on both ends. But
We are. Here's the thing, Kev. Okay. I think we got a good group right here. This is a good fucking group right here.
Dangerous
I love
group.
both you boys. And we understand the game. We're not fucking idiots. We have this crazy side over here. We have this other crazy side over here. And we're in the middle. We're rational people. We're gonna make like smart decisions, and I trust both you guys.
100%.
And I think that together, the three of us, whichever way we swing, we can go very deep in this game together. Do a lot of damage. Three guys who people would not expect to work together. Nobody has any idea we would work together, for now at least. And I think we can go pretty deep. So I think that if you guys are down, I think we should lock something up right now.
I'm down with it.
Officially. You down? You down?
I'm down with it for sure.
All right, so we got to get a name.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's build a name over a little bit here. Think of something, or what?
I like,
or do you got something?
I've got, how about the Bermuda Triangle? I got this from Peter Brown. He tweeted that it should be a name. I think it's a good name. So credit to at also Peter Brown. We're stealing your name. The Bermuda Triangle.
I love it. I fucking love it.
You love it? Okay, hands in.
The Bermuda Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Hey, so we're gonna let these, like, no matter what happens this week, we're gonna let.
So,
Come to our game.
come on, Johnny.
Yeah, okay, thank God. I don't want G waking up in one of his middle of the night terrors. Just.
The one night I was going to the DR and Naeha was sitting laying on the couch and I come upstairs and I was, so you're talking to Naeha? I was like, no, I was talking to the camera in the DR actually in my beaver outfit.
It just changed.
He's like, fucking that's nuts.
He's insane.
Seriously, crazy. This would be, this
It's
would
like
be a
I said,
big
like
week.
he's doing this thing, and he's like, I need to get out of here. So what do I do? Johnny, you're talking to Naeha? You're in the DR? What are you doing? You're going up. Right? I'm gonna get you up. And this is how it's gonna work. This is what we do. Is that?
He's one of those kind of people.
He's crazy. He's nuts. Yeah, the whole pro athlete thing, like coming out and saying that, like, that's not a good move. Because now he lied about that, and he did successfully. He's all out. He's dangerous. He's so explosive. And the funny thing is he thinks he's making fun of Devin and Paul and these terrible players. He's just as bad as those players.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I would agree.
Emotions just on high all the
You can't
time.
control them.
Can't control emotions.
No, but yeah, no, I think, Kev, obviously it's your decision. I mean, you're the one who's making the moves, not any of us. But if that's what we do, like we do, we've got your back 100%.
You guys finish.
Sounds
I'll
good.
make sure.
Thanks, Johnny. Okay,
So what does the
So the Bermuda Triangle. And basically, what's going to happen is after this week, the idea is that, like, gonna be okay with those guys. I'm gonna get them to square off. If we break the knees, we take one of them out this week.
Yeah.
We can get them to square off against Naeha and that crew.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're gonna fucking go head to head, and they're gonna battle each other, and we're gonna pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
That's what was supposed to happen.
It was,
Yes,
but
it's okay.
it's okay. It's okay because you're like the way if it's done correctly, which it can be, you can break the neck of that crew and leave them weak.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty well in with them. That if after this, say you take out Bruno, Greg, or Bobby, if one of them wins it, I can get in there and make sure that Naeha is the #1 target over you.
Okay. I trust you as the woman in charge.
And you know I can.
Yeah, and I know
So
you can,
if that happens, I could be in there and just say that, you know what, like, I could regroup them and refocus them on other people.
Yeah.
And that's why we can be so dangerous.
And
because we can get in on each side.
because we're in with both of them. Zach's guy over there, I'm good with Judy and those guys as well. They think I'm sucking their dick and loving the whole baseball thing. Like, oh great, this is so good. I don't give a fuck. You don't either. But
So if I take out one of them, let's say about.
well, no, here's the thing. So here's what I'm thinking. This is what I'm gonna suggest. Yeah, say Bobby. But here's what I was saying to these guys who are living over here. The back door, I think, is the way to go this week because there's still so many people in the game, and there's so many people. It's a low likelihood that Bobby is obviously the most threatening because he's a nice guy and he actually has some sense to him. The other guys, we can deal with them later. On paper, though, if you put him up right away, you don't want to get too much blood in your hands in that sense to have Bobby thinking you're his initial target. If you put up Bruno and G,
Okay, but just remember, G's gonna blow up when he goes up.
that is
Do you want to put G on the block, or do you want to put Godfrey on the block because he's an idiot? And you can just say he's an idiot, and then put up a pawn, and then still run the back door on Bobby.
you could.
And that's a safer move without actually making that whole group completely blow through this roof.
That is true, but in order to satisfy Johnny, Naeha, and those guys, they're going to want 2 of those guys. So, God and Bruno, God and G, whatever you do, it's going to be scary, but you're going to have the votes no matter what, because 2 of them will be on the block at all times. We have that entire side of it.
Yeah, it's a for sure. It's a for sure. Whereas if you put Godfrey and say just a random pawn like Brittany, and then Bobby gets called to play, and then he wins the POV and he keeps the nominations the same.
Then
Then
takes off God, then we're fucked. They have to vote. Because B is what we're going to work with. They said they have B. So I think we should put up 2 of those guys. Even if Bobby gets picked, he's not. Think about the veto you were up last week. You know if you win the veto, you're going home. Because you knew that, you went that much harder to win the veto. If Bobby thinks he's safe and you're like, hey Bobby, you're cool, even if he gets picked for veto, he's not going to try. Then G, God, Bruno, whoever you put up, one of them wins the veto, pulls himself off, put up Bobby, we have the rules, get rid of Bobby. He's the most threatening guy in this house. He said, he's like, I have a photographic memory of the killer of that competition. And he's an idiot.
we won't be able to. That's the thing, we will not be able to beat Bobby in an endurance
competition or anything else. Every other competition, the Bermuda Triangle has the skills to beat everybody.
Once we need to. Once we need to win.
Not yet.
After this, I swear to God, that side that takes the strike, that takes a bullet, whether it's G or whatever the mount, I'm going to be in their ear 100% saying Naeha is still the target. Because Bruno wants Naeha out more than anyone. And the longer she stays in the game on that side, the more they want her out.
If I take a whack at Bobby, it's successful.
Yeah.
Bruno will still Naeha.
Bruno, yes, he will.
Yes.
He will. The thing is G is a wild card.
He's insane.
And the way he reacts is going to be
He's gonna kill me.
it's going to be scary.
Emotionally trying to destroy
Yes.
me.
He's
So-
gonna try and get my blood. At the same time, he's a fucking idiot. He
But
has
the
IQ.
more he blows himself up, the bigger his own target gets. And if in the event that he wins next week, I still think that he can go after Naeha. But the only thing is, then Naeha has. We gotta think about how strong Naeha is with her.
But we have the votes. I think we still have the votes get to keep you. Also, I think that, shit, I lost my train of thought. I think that, yeah, if we pull this off successfully, another thing, Zach and I were talking about this, we can also, Zach can get in good with those guys as well. say you put up Bobby G, Zach wins. He wins, pulls off G, then you put up Bobby. That ingrains him even more in that alliance, and that's going to give Zach that much more influence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in the end, that happens. Also,
so I would be using the veto on G, getting in with them, but at the same time, I'd be getting in with Neha and them because I'm saying, hey, we're doing this to get Bobby backdoored. You know what I mean?
And the ideal situation is after this week, Bermuda Triangle falls back.
And lets them
go to war.
They have to go to war. We fall back, they go to war, and all we do is socially implement things from each side.
Yeah,
but
it's easy for you guys to fall back.
That's going to be tough.
I know. And that's where we are going to have to work our asses off.
Yeah, and we're here to support 100%, and it's your HOH. You gotta do what you want to do.
No, man,
but it's scary.
It's a big move. But at the same time, if you take Neha out, then that side of the house falls, and those guys only get more power. And we're at the bottom of the totem pole with those guys.
Exactly. And after the comp, Greg's like, when you're in the DR, he's like, man, you see how good Kevin is? Kevin's the best competitor of all time. He's breaking records. He's going after you no matter what. He's already going
after you. Because I've talked to G. G's plan is Neha, then Johnny, and then pick off all the rest other than his crew.
Everyone else.
Off all the rest, there's going to be like G's going to keep Godfrey as long as he can because Godfrey loves G. Why did Godfrey also just pick Neha and Johnny? Because G wanted that. Yeah. G is in with Godfrey. Those two are tight, sword, G and Bruno. Yeah. And I'm in, but I'm on the outer ring of his inner ring, which makes me good for us because I'm ready to. You're not existing.
Here's the thing too.
I'm ready to sell out.
Zach, you're on the other ring. I have a question for you. So I was saying to Kev, I said to Kev last week that when I saw basically like Cindy was like, oh, Kevin's the target, and I heard Jimmy saying, oh, it could be like, oh yeah, Kevin's the target this week, he's going home. Like Kevin was the target, right? Yeah. He was. So there you go. So you were going home last week anyway. So Bobby, those guys were going after you anyway. You know what I mean? So.
And I thought I was the target last week.
Yeah. So
I thought I was for surely going up on the block when Bobby was making his nominations. Remember we were sitting beside each other fucking shaking.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, this is where they're going to strike at a guy. Yeah. And they fucking did.
But the beauty of this is that if this works, we backdoor Bobby next week. Would you do that? Yes. But Naeha is still here. Naeha and Johnny are still here, and they hate Naeha and Johnny so much. Soon after, when we was on, Johnny is on the bench, okay? G comes up to me, and he's like, yo, we gotta get rid of Johnny. We gotta rid of Johnny this week, Johnny and Naeha. And Johnny is right here. It's classic G gameplay. He's filling his beans right in front of the guy. He's dead set on getting rid of them. And he knows because, and obviously, there's gonna be fights this week, especially after that. So we got your back 100%. We're going to pretend like we're not helping. We're going to be like, oh man, like to the guys. Like, what is Kevin doing? We have no idea. But in reality, we're on your side. We have the votes. And we're going to take it. And then here's the thing too. Here's the kicker, okay? After this week, if we can slowly like deplete that guy's alliance, we can play both sides. We can keep our hands clean for a couple weeks. When the time is right, those guys are gone. We're in the house with this Naeha alliance. The three of us can beat anyone in any competition. And here's the beauty. But we can expand. You have Peely, okay? You can vote her in. Zach can get in Ashley. That gives us 5. That is a huge power in this game. I can bring in Willow. Not romantically, but just
she's crazy.
Yeah,
and she's ready to flip on and grab a smart people. Yeah. Here's the only thing I want us to sleep on is after this, we have to make sure that Naeha goes because she is so smart and she's so dangerous. But she's she's reading the game right now by just watching. She knows what's going on.
So the temporary plan right now is back to Bobby.
Yes, to blow up that guy's crew, and then I know it's scary for you, but if they win an HOH next, it's almost better because they're gonna, if we can get their strikes directed at Naeha, and then there's gonna be a full-out gunfight going on between those two sides.
God, that should happen this week.
What? Like, it should have happened this week, I know.
Yeah.
But we got fucked on that HOH comp.
We did. Yeah,
totally got fucked.
If it was A or B, we would have been fine. But because Naeha would have won that, but because it was that stupid elimination thing, we got screwed over, you know what I mean? What's up, Johnny?
It's quiet up there.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
It's quiet up there.
Okay. So I think we have a consensus. So yeah.
Sleep on it.
Sleep on it.
Sleep on it. You still have a full day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just to make sure like you're comfortable with what you want to do and just to
Yeah.
shut your brain off tonight though.
Absolutely.
Shut your brain off tonight.
And here's another thing too, is the fact that all of us are still awake because we're scared. We don't know what's going on. Those motherfuckers are so confident that they're staying, that they're like, we're going to bed when we want. Bruno, she, Coffee, Bobby, they're all asleep because they're like, oh, I'm safe, whatever. They're saying in the background, oh, I'm safe, I don't have anything to worry about. So, like, they think that they're controlling us, and we're not going to let them do that. So, no, we got this.
We have reached a consensus.
But how many times have you seen the Bully Alliance the Popular Kids Alliance in the first couple of weeks pick off people and build up more steam, and they don't rally and flip and kill them?
Yep.
Got to do it early.
Absolutely. So, it's going to be fun week, boys. It's going to be a fun week.
It's going to be a crazy week, is what it will be.
Yeah. Sounds good though.
I was so aware of this house.
Me too, but now that we're comparing notes, it's like
everything makes sense.
Everything makes sense.
Start to compare, start to compare, and I'm like, this comes together.
100%. All the way. So, yeah. No, it's gonna be good.
Let's sleep on it and move forward.
Yeah.